a trip that should take about 10 minutes because of incompetence of government running the roadways is going to take about a half an hour. And it wastes huge portions of people's lifetime to sit in traffic all the time. And if I suggest something like, well, we should lease, we all own the roadways. These are called the commons. We own them in common. And what we should be doing is leasing all of the north-south roadways to competing companies, and then the east-west roadways also to competing companies, so that people can choose which company they want to deal with and basically be able to vote with their wallet on what level of service do they want. Do they want absolutely no traffic, or do they want the cheapest ride possible? And that would turn the roadways into a revenue stream for government that could replace income tax, free us from income tax. But people will say, but the roads are free. No, they're not. They actually cost us probably 10 times more than they should. This is a technology that was developed by the Romans, and if you look at the rest of the technology, we developed the traffic light over 100 years ago. And so the newest technology that we are employing to move people from point A to point B is a 100-year-old technology. If private companies that were competing to do this, that are as creative as Apple, Google, Tesla...
Drive with your fucking GPS so you know where you're going. Take a picture. You look.
Yes.
This is the best club in the world. This is the best club in the world.
What club is it?
Olympiacos of Greece. Piraeus, the best in basketball, everything.
People voting for their team. So the roadways do cost us probably 10 times more than they should, and it's an outdated technology that does not serve anyone well anymore. We should be living in a society where traffic only happens a few times in your lifetime, and you are astonished when it does. The amount of our lifetimes that get used up by traffic has a cost to it of not producing for society. So we all live in a society that's just a little bit less prosperous because we insist that only government has the ability to do the roadways. And to do that, they have to tax productive individuals and businesses, run that wealth through the IRS, pay all of those people at the IRS and the rest of the government. It gets into the Department of Transportation, and eventually a bunch of guys get paid to stand around and watch one guy work. We just saw this last night where there were 8 guys watching one guy work. So that's my take on the road system. Thanks. So I'm sitting in the middle of a traffic jam, a trip that should take about 10 minutes because of incompetence of government running the roadways is going to take about a half an hour. And it wastes huge portions of people's lifetime to sit in traffic all the time. And if I suggest something like, well, we should lease, we all own the roadways. These are called the commons. We own them in common. And what we should be doing is leasing all of the north-south roadways to competing companies, and then the east-west roadways to